Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today we're going to be trying out a new product. Actually, it just got in the mail yesterday. I ordered it on Sephora.com and it is called the Sephora Best Skin Ever Foundation. So this is from the Sephora collection. I have been wanting to try this. I've seen a lot of people talking about it. Julia Havens here on YouTube. I've seen her talk about it a lot and it looks so good. If you've been following my channel or you know the products that I use, I generally, like daily, I use airbrush foundation. But I do like to have a foundation like this. If I go anywhere and travel, I like to take this. Although I have brought my airbrush, but obviously this is a little easier to travel with. Or just for day to day, you know, if I don't want to waste my airbrush foundation, I like to have another one that I can kind of go back and forth, and I can use this as well. And so yeah, and also I just like to try out products. I just think it's really fun. Foundations are one of my favorite things to try out. So to give you a little bit of background on my skin, I have dealt with hormonal acne in the past. Right now I have been having really clear skin because I am 18 weeks pregnant and pregnant with a little boy, which apparently the wives' tale is correct for me because the little boy just completely cleared my skin immediately in pregnancy. I never had like pregnancy acne or anything like that. I've never had another baby, so we'll see if the next one is a girl. We'll see if that's the same story, because I know people say a lot of the time, women say that boys, you know, made their skin better, so we'll see. But my skin's been really clear, obviously still a little bit of scarring and things like that you can see. And I also have very red skin. I have very like pink undertone skin, so it gets a little red. Obviously it's hard to order the right shade online. I don't know how this is going to be, but I do prefer, if I have to choose one or the other, darker or lighter, I prefer a little bit darker because I can blend it down my neck and things like that. I am the lightest that I ever get right now. I always have really fair skin. So I'm at my lightest right now, just have not had any sun, just completely the lightest that I get. This is like my true natural skin color, like without any self-tanner or anything like that. So even if it is a little bit dark, I'd rather that than too light, because I have had foundations before that are really light, and even if they might match my neck, it's just like takes, I don't know, I think it's because I have pink undertones, just makes me look really washed out if they're too light. So we're gonna try this out. I'm hearing that it is kind of like a CC cream but better kind of thing. Like it's really good for the skin. I think it has hyaluronic acid. And also I've been dealing with some dry skin during pregnancy, which I didn't have issues with before. It isn't too horrible, but it's just drier than it was before. So I'm gonna pump a little bit here on my hand, and we may try different ways of applying it, but what I'm gonna do first is just put it on my face like this. So it's a different texture. I didn't put any primer on. I have some lotion on from earlier. It's like a dry skin lotion. That way we don't have to deal with any like patchiness in the skin or anything like that if my skin is drier today. So anyway, I'm going to blend it, and actually looks really good. It looks darker in the bottle than it looks on the face, which I kind of thought would be the case. I really like this shade. So it's just going on just like skin. It's really like, if you're looking for a natural, I know they said you can build this, we'll kind of see, but if you're looking for a natural look but also like make your skin look better, I'm really liking this so far. I know I've only put it on a couple times, but I'm also gonna grab, I don't usually use a brush. Like I said, I use airbrush foundation a lot, and then I use my sponge most of the time when I'm not using that. But I'm gonna see if I can grab like a little brush that I could use for foundation. I have one somewhere. This is just a small brush. I use this for concealer, but I think I'm just gonna like see what it looks like with this. It may not even look good at all with this. This is not a foundation brush, but no like extremely strong scent or anything like that. Just feels really good. So I'm gonna switch back to the sponge here. Obviously sponges will soak up a little bit of your product, but sponges also give a really natural look. So, and obviously this is the first time I've ever used it. I would pump out the right amount if I had used it before, and knew what the right amount was. I should probably tell you what shade this is, because they have one thing I love about this foundation, and one reason I wanted to try it and review it. I think it's really special because it actually has, I think, 50 shades, which, if you know about foundation, a lot of the time people with darker skin, or people, you know, like women of color, and you know, just people like that, they tend to get left out when it comes to foundation, and that has always really bothered me. And you know, sometimes it's even people, like, I have really fair skin, and sometimes it's like there's nothing on both ends. It's just, I really like that. It's just like either light, or, you know, or either medium, you know, or they don't really have like dark. It's like all medium shades, and they don't have light either. So I love this because they have a lot of shades, and I obviously don't know about their really deep shades. Maybe some of you that, you know, wear that shade could let me know, but I know that they have a lot of shades. I just don't know exactly how deep they go, but it seemed like they went pretty deep. I hope so. I hope that it's inclusive of everybody, because I know that has to be really frustrating for women of color to not be able to get a shade of foundation. Like, I think that's kind of ridiculous. So this looks really good. I actually cannot even see this on my skin. Like, it's really good. I like the shade a lot, and I think absolutely, like, is it buildable? Yes. I mean, I'm building it up intentionally just to be able to answer that question, and I don't see, you know, any, like, it's not like getting cakey or anything like that. I think the texture of it is different in a good way. So yeah, I'll add some concealer. I'm not doing a ton of makeup today. I'm just doing like a really natural look. This is like all I'm doing on my eyes, but I thought that would be the perfect day to kind of really be able to see how the foundation looks. So yeah, I really like it. I did not use very much of it. So I'm just gonna add a little more just to the parts that I feel like, because I'm literally adding very little pumps at a time, just because I want to make sure it's building up good. I don't, like I said, if I knew how the foundation was, I would just put it all on at one time. I would know how to put it on, but since it's new, I recommend just starting with very little and building up from there. So like I said, I didn't wear a primer. I actually saw this makeup artist on TikTok the other day saying that primer is unnecessary and you don't actually need to wear primer. And so I don't know, I usually don't wear primer. My airbrush foundation does not need primer and things like that, but when I wear this one, not this one, when I wear this type, this kind, I usually feel like I'm supposed to wear primer. I have a primer sitting in front of me. I didn't wear primer though, because I don't know, I thought maybe I don't need to. So I'm gonna add my concealer and then I'll be back. Okay, so I wanted to show you in front of the window, so it's just natural lighting. You know, sometimes that can point things out or show you a little bit better what it really looks like in day-to-day life. So I think it looks really good for a liquid foundation. I think it builds up really nicely. I could have built it even more than this. I love, one of my favorite things about it is you could use a really light layer. Like my mom likes to use a really light layer. She likes more of a CC cream kind of thing. You could do that, or you can build it up to a good, I would say, medium coverage. And so that's really nice and really helpful. I could have built it up even more than I did, but let me kind of show you. I just think it's looking really natural and really good. I like it a lot. One thing I do like about it also is sometimes with CC creams or BB creams, if I put a light layer on, because my skin is already not one tone, it's kind of, you know, blotchy a little bit already on its own. I don't have the most even skin tone. When I put light layers of things on, sometimes that almost exasperates that, where it just really looks more patchy and doesn't look one even skin tone because I don't have an even skin tone. And so this really did not do that. You could see even when I first started putting it on, it was really evening out my skin tone, not looking patchy at all. It's a really great consistency, and it's only $20, which for Sephora is very inexpensive. I think they said it might have been the cheapest foundation at Sephora. If not, then it's definitely one of them. But I think it is the cheapest one there, or I heard somebody say that. I know their collection is the cheapest. I wanted to tell you really quickly. Oh my god. I'm in the shade 11.5P. The P just means the pink undertones. They have neutral undertones and they have like more warm yellow undertones as well, but I'm definitely pink undertone. It matches my neck really well. I just think it's great. So definitely like this a lot. Definitely recommend trying it out. Thanks for hanging out today. Remember, you're incredible. Jesus loves you. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.